Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. So I had handful of people who was wanting me to do like a little tour of what exactly is causing the flooding. You know, first it's not really the runoff. Well, now I mean it's contributing to it now, but we had, I don't know, 24 to 36 hours. It just dumped on us, man. Rain, and I mean hardcore all night and everything like that. And that is what really caused the flooding. Now, of course, man, it is absolutely, even with the water, man, I'm wading in the water and stuff. It is absolutely amazing out here today, man. Just crazy. From yesterday to today, man, nuts. But now with the temperatures coming up, and it's supposed to actually be nice through the weekend, and all that rain, causing more runoff. But um, man, I talked to some of the old timers and stuff around, and they're saying that they're expecting the winter next year to be as bad as this, if not worse. Anyway, we'll take a little stroll out here. This here is which in the, if you look in the back footage and stuff, that's our garden area. And I'm really concerned that that's going to be the first year that we flooded and stuff. I mean, that stayed, soggy wet when you walked in it and stuff till late June. So I don't even know. We'll be able to see how that turns out. Maybe end up having to do a lot of planning in other areas. So we'll go over here. So it's coming down the road like a river. And the first year, the flooding that caused all of this and almost got in my cabin, which actually it did a little bit the very first year, was before I tore that culvert, because it didn't get that through that culvert over here fast enough. So then it breached behind this here and came over the bank and flooded from that direction. So that we took care of the very first year. It have not had, we've had some out here, but nothing, like we've had this year. And I'll show you. This whole embankment, this is what I've talked about that I hand dug. It's real deep in here. Built all this up, and it's actually breached. You can see that where basically it looks like a grass line. That's all stuff that I built up, but it's breached a bunch of it. I just filled this in here a little bit ago. And then the plan, because everybody asked me, well, you going to do something so you don't have that happen to you? Well, for our plan, for next year is from here, actually on this side, it's basically from here to where you probably can't see because this thing, oops, I tipped sideways too. But from here to straight in front of my finger, there's a sign out there. We'll walk straight to it. I can get over this embankment. But we're gonna dig from here, whether I end up doing it by hand or get my hands on a piece of equipment or work out some trade or something. So we're gonna dig along here and dig a ditch, which this much water it'd be running over anyway. But if I can get it away from our road here and get it over to here, then I really don't, it is what it is. I've said many times, when I bought this place, I was here later in the year after flood season, and I didn't know, now that I've researched it, I didn't know all this is built up, man. You can see all the, well, you probably can't really see it on the screen, but this is all, they brought in rocks and fill. And man, I've looked at old pictures and everything. I keep turning that camera sideways. But I've looked at old pictures and everything, and man, this was a wetland. They basically filled in a wetland here and was going to make an RV park, and the old boy passed away, and all this stuff. There were some other things that happened, but anyway, so it never became. But this was a pond, you know. I mean, it was a wetland. It was a swamp, man. So anyway, so from where I was showing you back there, we're gonna cut straight across, kind of how I walked that sled track. And right here, man, it's about 2.5, 3 foot deep, right in there. And so we're gonna actually cut a ditch from there back to where we just came from to divert it away, because right here, see, and I actually had this built up, but it's breached it all, and see how it's going out onto the road there. So we're gonna actually try to divert this away and get it to go across there. And I truly believe that'll take care of the major one. So there you can see my the beast where she sits now. That hoping those tracks will get that to melt where I can back it up, or I'll get Timothy over here and hook on me or something. But man, I only got about 30 yards and I'll be out on the county road. So here's the tour a lot of people was asking. So here, as you can see, man, I mean, that water, it's high. High. So there's where it goes under my culvert, and it's crazy because I had all this dug out, so much stuff's moved down here. You can see there's a bunch of crap clogging I need to get out of there. But so there's my culvert there. This breach in here is better to breach here than to breach over my road. And the problem that I want to divert is once you got this much coming down that backs up, you know, this is usually built up and all that, but then it breaches back in here. See, and whoa, it is deep. You can see there. So I may try to fill this in by hand in a couple areas over there, because I mean, it turns this in, and I mean, it's deep, man. It's probably, you know, at least a foot and a half deep there. But you know, I won't bring a piece of equipment I can come in here and do something, but man, this is you know, man, the bears come down in here, the obviously mountain lions. Really have never here, and actually in the paper, the local county paper up here, a bunch of people around the county are having cougar problems. One gal was shoveling off her porch down a little lower, and I was shoveling off her porch, turned around and threw the snow and threw it right on an 8-foot mountain lion, man. And it just ran off and ran into one of her sheds, and so they kind of said they were seeing footprints everywhere and just didn't come out of their place for a couple of weeks. But you know, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, they're gonna come down right now. I mean, they're hungry, man, and there's a lot of snow up there. So now we've had, you know, you get problems with them off and on all the time, you know, and as long as he ain't messing with my goats or my chickens, or, you know, stalking me and watching me, that kind of freaked me out, you know, then they stay on this end of the property, man. They can do whatever they want. But down here, so anyway, I'm not gonna bring a piece of equipment in here and ruin this, you know, this jungle here, man. I like it. And if it breaches back here, I really don't care, man. It can breach all it wants here. I'd eventually like to dig this area out here and have a little holding pond. I was out here earlier and seen, man, when there's a bunch more cat tracks. And there's some scat, and I think that's probably coyote or fox. And then, it's kind of melted since I was out here. There was some more cat tracks out here too. And over here, there's kind of the tour. So that's the main, this right here is the main, really the main problem is it going up and over my road. See, here's the buildup. See, that's where the cabin, or the vagabond, where my vagabond sits. It's sitting on this, all this shell rock. They said they built this road, and then the one where I dug the culvert out was nothing but this shell rock. And this whole flat here, they built up to do an RV park. But anyway, so that's kind of the tour. So that's my, that's our main. Well, look at how deep that is. That's why I got. That's why I got stuck. I was looking. I'd seen some other tracks too. Wow. That is our, see, our main issue, man, is right here. Starts right there. See, and I was gonna come out and dig on this, but at this point now, man, I'm hoping it slows down a little with this warm weather. I don't know. So that is the little tour of what the heck's going on, man. Sure will be happy. I thought I was gonna get that Ford all the way out, man. I'm pretty bummed. Not that I'd drive my other stuff in here, but not yet. Man, I can't believe how amazingly nice. Look at the mountains up there, man. Just amazing. Alright, so there's a little tour of what it is. It definitely could be a heck of a lot worse than it is. I'm at the point now that, I mean, all this was still snow yesterday. So, man, as long as it don't get in my cabin, man, let it flood. It'll stay below the, no more getting in my well, and which I got it pretty good old trusty duct taped up and all that, man. As long as it stays down about this and melts all this crap, let her go. Alright, hope you enjoyed that little tour, that little 3-hour tour. Y'all have a wonderful day.